What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy SpeakLifeOmar, and on today, I want to ask the question: where's your head at when you align yourself with a thought process or an ideology? Is it out of pain, purpose, or a state of desperation? I want to offer some insights and perspectives into the terrain of emotional versus logical thought identification, and why getting tangled up in the emotional side of a thought process can be dangerous in your everyday decision making and also your future decision making. So, with no more further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about the illusion of truth. The illusion of truth, pretty much our emotions, are powerful storytellers, but they aren't always accurate historians. So identifying with emotion as absolute truth can lead to distorted perceptions of reality, like, I feel like I'm a failure, therefore I am a failure. Skips crucial logical steps. But you also have to look at the fact that with that, it amplifies the effect of failure, and you shouldn't want to amplify it because emotional identification here tends to amplify feelings, creating a feedback loop. You keep feeding yourself negative, you will be eating negative, and you will become negative in everything that you touch. A fleeting moment of anxiety can escalate into a full-blown panic if we identify with it and completely forget that emotions are transient. That's it. And with that being said, it's also a loss of real perspective. And we got to get a grasp on the perspective of what we're doing and why we're doing it. The why, more importantly. When emotions dominate, we lose the ability to see the bigger picture. Logical reasoning allows us to step back, consider alternative viewpoints, but also evaluate the situation objectively for past, present, and future decision making. Emotional identification narrows the focus, creating somewhat what we call tunnel vision, and we don't want that. We want to make sure we exercise all our options, because if not, we move into the reactive versus responsive trap, and this often leads to reactive behavior versus responsive, driven by impulse rather than thoughtful consideration. Logical analysis allows us to respond consciously, choosing actions that allow us, or should I say that align us with our long-term goals and values, because if we don't do that, it will stifle our growth. With negative emotions can create this type of sense of a fixed identity, hindering personal growth. Just an anxious person becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Walk it like you talk it, or talk it like you walk it, pretty much, preventing us from exploring coping mechanisms and also developing resilience, but also not allowing us to evolve into the person that gives us purpose into what we're supposed to be doing. And the erosion of empathy on that comes from emotional identification, which can make it harder to empathize with others. When we're consumed by our own feelings, thoughts, and projections of what we think the world should be, we struggle to understand and validate the experiences of other people. Logic allows us to recognize the universal nature of human emotions, fostering nothing but compassion. So you got to understand that vulnerability is also a part of it, like manipulation. Vulnerability to manipulation pretty much are emotional triggers, and our manipulator's pretty much best friend. Identifying deeply with emotions makes us more susceptible to manipulation tactics. This exploits our fears, our insecurities, our desires, but also our weaknesses, not our strengths. Logical thinking acts as a shield, allowing us to discern genuine connection from manipulative intent. And we don't ever want to be manipulated. So we want to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to do. In essence, while emotions are vital for a rich life, we got to remember they're terrible drivers. So always put your emotions in the passenger seat when making decisions and let logic navigate. As always, it's your boy SpeakLifeOmar. I thank you for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe. Much love to you. Peace, and have a great and awesome day.